Hello everyone, this is Eric with reviews from Road Crew again, and today I added, well, last night actually, we added this new tool to my setup, and it is the Dewalt DC11, DCE511, okay? It's a 20 volt max job site fan. Has roughly an 11 inch, I believe it's the blade diameter is 11 inches. Battery controlled. This runs the XR 20 volt and 60 volt max. Have your contacts for the battery down here. Plug in back in there if you're going to run it off of 110. You have a dial right here, and you just set it to whatever feels correct. Battery goes in, snaps in like that, nice and positive. It's good and solid. The entire fan seems extremely sturdy. On the back here, you have a hook on each side for you to hang it off of a 2-inch wide board or whatever, so that you can hang it up. On the bottom, you have 4 separate slots to go through and put some screws into a wall or something solid and mount it right there. You have 2 separate points where you can screw it down and make your own tripod setup. They claim that this fan will move, I believe it's 500 cubic feet of air per minute. My Milwaukee fans, which I did a review on, those claim they do, it's either just, it's right around 250, 275. And I know that those make a huge difference working on different job sites. Moving air is a must, especially when it's hot and humid. For this one here, to be able to say that I know for a fact it moves twice as much air, I can't tell you that. I don't know. I've only run this fan just a few hours, and that's just trying to get an idea as to what battery life is like on this. Currently I've run it a little over 3.5 hours and on a 6 amp hour battery, and it's still showing three full bars when you hit the battery gauge. So if it is technically moving more air, and that is what I'm actually expecting out of battery life, this is a game changer. We're gonna do some tests, and we're gonna do some heads up tests between the Milwaukee and the Dewalt, and Ryan has a Ryobi fan. We're gonna try some different tests, and we're gonna see what we think. From what I can tell out of this fan right now, it is extremely impressive. It's definitely heavier than what my Milwaukee fans are. It feels every bit as sturdy, but with the battery out of it, everything else it does feel heavy. There's quite a bit more structural plastic to it, and I believe it's going to be a good tool. But having not actually used it on a site and actually had the opportunity to really see what it does, I can't tell you, but first impressions, this is an extremely impressive fan, and the battery life seems to be really, really good. A few things that do kind of bother me is the fact that they do have the battery mounted in there upside down, so the pins are at the bottom. If you're working in an area that's oily, I know some of the mills and stuff that we get into, there's things dripping from the ceiling, and it's an ugly situation. But my concern would be that it gets in there and it pools, and the contacts, you have yourself a direct short, and you destroy the battery, you destroy the fan, the batteries inside of the pack itself, they vent, and you have a small fire on your hands. That would be about my only concern about this fan thus far. One of the other things I would be concerned about is the dial controls. They are notorious for just going out on you at random, and there's not a whole lot else you can do with it. That's about the only concerns I have right now, but I can't say that would be a deal breaker, as I did buy the fan. This particular one, I got in at a Lowe's, and it was $119 plus tax, which is about on par with your major cordless tool manufacturers and the better quality equipment. My Milwaukee fans, I think they were 85 or 90 bucks a piece, and I gladly paid it, and they made a huge world of difference. Some of your other brands, they do some of it a little bit cheaper, and in the end you do get what you pay for. But we'll do some other testing, like I said, and we'll see what we actually come up with. But for right now, I have to say that this Dewalt fan is impressive. Running it in kind of a clean environment, a vacuum. There's no outside conditions. I've had it on the just circulating some air here in the hotel room, and that's all the more that I've actually had a chance to play with it. But for battery life, for what I've noticed so far, I'm impressed. But we'll get into some of the other stuff here a little bit later. And until I see you again, I am Eric with the Reviews from the Road Crew. Y'all take care of yourselves. And yeah, things are most definitely interesting out there in life. Keep your head about yourself. Be smart. I'll be back. I've got other videos I've got planned to shoot. It's just going to be a matter of trying to get to them all. Hit like, subscribe, everything else. But I'm Eric with Reviews from the Road Crew. We'll see you next time.